Well, hello there guys, welcome to another Ultimate General Gettysburg battle. This time we're going to be playing as the Union guys, and we're going to attempt to drive the rebel forces away from Gettysburg. It's not going to be an easy job, but we're going to do our best. Let's go ahead and commit. So, wow, we've got a lot to work with here, guys. A tremendous amount to work with. Where the hell did the map go? Did I turn the map off? I may have. It's quite alright. I actually am quite familiar with this map, and the first thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to start moving this... Oh, that's right. I was like, did I actually start the game yet? Yes, clearly I did. We're going to start moving all of these guys forward here to basically take these points and to challenge these locations. Now, one thing I want to do is get these artillery units to join our men. I want them to be over here by Pennsylvania College in case we need them. And we want to move the rest of our men up that way too. But not all of them, of course. We're going to move Ames and the rest of these guys forward over here. The same with these artillery pieces. And really, we are moving an entire army at once. Now, if I want to, I could take one of these generals and just basically pre-select the men and do that. But I actually kind of prefer to do it my own way. However, I guess this wouldn't be so bad. Let's go ahead and set them up like that. So hopefully they're going to follow those orders. Of course, we've got our second general here. And we're going to go ahead and... Ooh, no, I don't want to do that at all. Try that again. There we go. We're going to move these guys a little farther north, like this. So as you can see, we are moving basically our army all at once. I don't like to do this. I like to move the units one by one. But this is actually kind of considered a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for here? Professional, maybe? And especially since the enemy is right there. He's really close. We've got to start fighting now, guys. I didn't expect the enemy to be this close, this fast, but they're definitely ready to fight. So we want to go ahead and set up and show them that we're also ready. Get Schmiffelnig up there. Vilkeson, nice. Baxter is getting some great shots. Let's get Dilger to start firing already. That's good enough, Dilger. Same with you, Wheeler. I definitely want Smith in those woods. All right, guys, we've got Hancock here, General Hancock. Okay, let's see. And actually, they're moving up from the south. Wow. So we actually got the enemy in quite a good position here. We caught their artillery in quite a good position. We want to keep attacking. And in fact, I will charge these artillery positions. I don't usually do this, but in this case, we're so damn close, we should take advantage. Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. Get them, boys. Get them. Drive them off the field. All right, beautiful. Gibbon's division is also approaching. We've got consistent attacks, but right now we're just going to push them slowly. We're not going to rush this. Keep it up, boys. Drive those Rebs away. I'll put Smith right there. We're not going to be able to get him into the woods in time, sadly. Schmiffelnig, fire. And let's see if Cooper can get some canister shot over here into Lane. Definitely reloading, and Lane is going to break. If we could get gotten that one canister shot, we would have definitely broken Lane. I'm going to send Iron Brigade up here to take out the artillery. And let's see how we're doing down here. Not bad. We actually managed to make 4 batteries run. I consider that a success. We're going to keep, obviously, trying to surround these batteries. Halt, halt. I do not want him getting out that far. I'm going to pull Ames back. Alright, here we go, guys. Tremendous amount of enemy artillery moving back. And like I said, we're just trying to get as many kills on them as possible. We don't want this being effective later in the battle. Advancing on artillery. It's not easy. Alright, guys, we took the ridge, but we kind of knew we were going to take the ridge, and now we still got a lot of work to do. Krzyzewski's getting some great shots over here, but we need Cutler, and we need him fast. Get Graham. Brooke is already going to take off. And I think at least for the town of Gettysburg itself, we've managed to send most of the enemy back. Now I'm going to keep moving north because I see weakness here. Actually, the center is where I see weakness. So let's actually keep moving these guys through the center and basically continuing our advance. Even the Irish Brigade has come here to join us. Forward, boys. Might try another charge, especially right here, but right is there, and that's one reason I'm kind of reticent to do that. Oh, that was not a good feeling. Oh my goodness. It's a lot of canister. Alright, keep it up. Hit McGraw. Gonna have them aim right for McGraw. And there we go. Graham just absolutely ripped them to shreds. Now we're in the woods also, guys, so we're getting that wood bonus. Alright, we got a tremendous amount of moves forward. And I'm going to try to flank the enemy over here. I don't know if I can, but I'm definitely going to attempt to. Bring Paul forward as well. And we'll even bring Standard up here to just kind of be a reserve unit. A lot of enemies here, though. Okay, guys, we're going to take Wheeler. And I think we could turn Wheeler's attention up here. Same with Brown and Von Gilsa. Because if we could trap these guys, we could get a lot of kills. Now, look at that. We've got a lot of enemies advancing that way. We don't have time to worry about that. Keep it up, boys. Look over here at the fight. Alright, here we go, guys. This is our attempt at a flank. Fire on Thomas. Our brigade's got to reload. Come on, boys. Faster, faster. Open fire. Nice. Thomas is over there, out there in the, basically in the middle of the battlefield, guys. Very easy to spot him. The rest of the rebels are actually in a pretty good position. Alright, here we go. The advance has begun. We'll bring Detrobriand forward for the advance too. Ward and Carr, as well as Excelsior Brigade. Everybody is moving forward, guys. Wow! Mahone and Posey going for the charge here. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Alright, Mahone is actually really going to make contact. I don't think it's going to last very long. Let's see if the Irish Brigade can fire over here as well. And let's see if Zook can fire on the retreating troops. Irish Brigade! Fire! Send them to hell! Look at all of those tracers, guys. Obviously, there were no actual tracers in the Civil War, as far as I know. But you can see the stream of those bullets and where they're headed. Cross, sadly, is in the middle of the melee and getting hit pretty damn hard. So Cross may have to take off here. But here we go. Smythe is here. And I'm going to have Smythe go ahead and try to flank attack Wilcox. And we're going to try to break down, basically sort of surround the enemy here and just cut them down little by little. Look at that. Wilcox is taking some nasty hits. I'm going to move Willard up this way. They are definitely holding strong here in the north of Gettysburg. This is a very well-defended area, and I worry it's going to be very, very hard to break them. I don't usually get in the middle of the field like this. This is the one time I will. Alright, there we go, guys. We got the enemy on the run. Beautiful. Let's get Carr to charge, just because I think we can actually take right out. Get him, boys. We'll do the same with Graham. But I don't even think we need Graham, to be honest with you. We'll keep moving, guys. And at this point, it's, I guess it's a race against the clock, really. Wow, right's holding strong, and looks like they're going to get another volley off. Oh, absolutely. And it looks like Carr might be in some trouble. Actually, it was Darth himself, the creator of this game, who warned me many times not to get into close combat with rebels. And I can see why now. They absolutely are the masters at close combat. We're going to try to just basically ignore those guys, though, and keep moving. All right, there we go. Lane is taking some nasty hits. And let's keep pushing, guys. We're going to push up towards Oak Ridge with Biddle and with Webb. And I would imagine that they have some sort of defense over here. But we're going to try to ignore that temporarily. Send Harrow up here as well. Getting up on that ridge would definitely be a good thing because we're going to be able to see everything around us. Come on, get right. Graham, shoot your rifle, you fools. Should be able to spot the enemy here. Alright, Detrobriand, hold. This is a good position. Just damn it, shoot anything you see. So right now we've got to drop down fire on those artillery pieces or there's no way we're going to escape. And I want to try to close in on all of these infantry. Look at the amount of rebels we've got here. This is unbelievable. Fire! Bring forward Winslow. All of these artillery pieces. Alright, nice. We're getting some good shots over here with Webb, Biddle, Iron Brigade. But I really do want to go ahead and take that position from the enemy. And I don't want to start firing until I'm in the woods, because we're going to have a huge defensive bonus. Korzynowski, let him have it! Alright, Biddle and Iron Brigade have stopped. They are engaging the enemy already. A bit early for me, but what can I say? We're going to wait for Webb just to get in a little bit more, guys, because the more he walks, the more cover he gets. Alright, I think that's good enough. Better be good enough. So there's no way we can move any farther, and Webb is being taken out here. Ooh, that's pretty nasty. Oh, look at that, guys. A major charge by the Confederates. It's a Turkish shoot, boys. Let them have it. Gotta keep moving forward. There's no way we can stop here. I'm gonna let Paul get that last volley, and then I'm gonna move him against Anderson, Thomas, and the rest. Beautiful. Okay, we've got some enemies retreating here. Move forward. Let's make sure we're not losing anything here in the south. Keep moving, boys. Keep moving. Paul is still going to try to make it over there. And it looks like Texas is going to be a formidable opponent. We saw how much damage they took last battle we had. But generally, the Texas Brigade lasts to the very end. And I don't expect there to be any exception here. Right, Stannard, Willard. These guys are very strong. And Schmiffelnig, of course. How could we forget? And Coster's going to stay up here and watch Mahone. Get him, Coster. He's a damn madman. Alright, here we go, guys. We're trying to fire on the enemy from all locations, as you can see, and ultimately take that position. I think the main enemy position is going to be up here, but hopefully we can still get a victory if we take that second one. Look at that. Unbelievable. Schmiffelnig, hold. Oh, you bastard. Do the same with Ames. I don't want him moving forward too much. Alright, here we go, guys. Confederate charge. That is a Confederate charge for sure. We're stopping all of our advances just so that we can return fire on the charging troops. Come at us, Rebs. And we are winning at Oak Ridge, guys. This is definitely a good sign. Moving Harrow down south as well. And it looks like our sickle shape here is actually managing to wear down the enemy. That Texas Brigade, though, is still holding strong. And of course, we're going to keep moving with de Trobriand. There's no reason why we shouldn't keep harassing the enemy. One thing I've learned in multiplayer and single-player games and here in Ultimate General Gettysburg is if you just stay and try to defend the points you have, you're really not doing everything you could. I mean, in this case, we should definitely be pushing on the enemy lines to force them to send units that would otherwise be used here in the center, you know, to defend their points. That's what we need to do. We have secured Oak Ridge, which is beautiful. We technically have about 500 more XP points than the enemy, but I'm not sure if that's going to win the battle for us. It might just earn us a draw if we don't take that location. Hit Mahone. Excelsior. We are not in the best of cover here, but time is of the essence. Alright, Mahone is taking some serious shots, but we're still moving towards the location. The objective location, and Stannard here could also stand to move forward. I was going to say Stannard to move forward, but you guys have had enough awful puns for one day. Here we go. Nice shooting by Biddle. And maybe there is a reason to move these guys into the woods a little bit more, but at this point I'm sort of not shooting just to get into a better position. And there we go, Texas is taking unbelievable hits. They might actually run, and like I mentioned before, Texas almost never runs from the battlefield. Trobriand is getting mighty close. Take Bucktail and move him up here with Joe Trobriand as well. And there we go, guys. Mahone is going to take off. Not before Excelsior gets a nice volley right into their backside. Little bastard shot me in the ass. Alright, I'm going to take this guy Ward and fire over here. Alright, Anderson's pulling back. Not before we get a nice volley. Hold, Harrow. Good enough. Good enough, boys. We're just gonna fire a massive volley through these trees. This is gonna hurt for sure. Oh, they got a nice little return fire, and we're very stacked up here, but we're gonna bristle here like a porcupine. Just look at this. Oh my goodness, Anderson is getting hit so hard. Look at that number. And he's going to take off. The Texas Brigade is down to 650. And it's only getting worse. And look at all those dead rebels on the field, guys. That is a wonderful sight when you're playing the Union. Alright. Looks like we are taking Hers Ridge. Wow. Unbelievable. Costa. No real need for us to continue forward. At this point, I'm just holding our location. But I will move Paul and Kershanowski up here because they'll just have better cover. And as for Von Gilsa, I guess we might as well move them up here. But look at that beautiful just setup. It's sort of like a concentric circle here. They're stuck. The enemy is stuck. And it really is a turkey shoot. Now they're actually moving into a more wooded area, so I don't think I want to follow them. But our men are still continuing to fire from the height up here on top of Oak Ridge. It's actually got a nice elevation, and we can see the enemy pretty damn well. Graham, return fire on Anderson. Bucktail, same with you. We're going to move everybody to aim this way, because we know that's where the enemy is. And they're basically retreating towards their own objective point. And rarely do we get a victory this magnificent against the enemy. But we are just funneling the enemy through here. And I guess now we could continue the advance. For the Union, boys. For liberty. Alright, we're moving forward, guys. Look at that. Beautiful, covering a tremendous amount of ground. As you can see, our guys are already fully loaded. They're ready to fire off a nice volley as they approach the enemy. Looks like Benning, Mahone, and even Scales still have some courage left in them. I don't know how long that's going to last, though. Go Texas Brigade. I'm so proud of getting Texas Brigade down to 412 at this point. It's not looking good for them. Alright guys, the battle is delayed, and that's interesting. So usually in this case it wouldn't be. I guess Lane is pushing up on the north. I don't think it's going to work out very well for him, but still, respect. I didn't see that happening at all. Just getting our guys here on the edge of the woods. Alright guys, it does look like the battle is about to end here very soon. Look at that. The Rebel dead on the field is pretty unbelievable. We also have a lot of Union dead back here, but, I mean, I think we're absolutely going to have less casualties here than the enemy. Very interesting. And the battle really started down here in the south. Not many dead over here by this area, despite the fact that's where our first charge was. Again, charges in the Civil War not always leading to bayonet wounds or anything like that. A lot of the times just people smacking each other with rifles, smacking each other with the butt of their rifles, etc. So it would be actually quite realistic to have a lot of guys walk away from a close combat fight. Unless, of course, they're being fired upon, which happened quite regularly. So here we go. I think this is pretty nice. Look at that. We even have a tremendous amount of reinforcements if we want them. We don't need them. But if we wanted to bring them up, we could. And I think we're going to get a total victory here. Basically wiping the enemy off the entire field. And they're on the ridge, so they actually have much better positioning than us right now, but they don't even have the morale to stick around for more than a few seconds. Good work, boys. So there we go, guys. It was actually just a minor victory. I expected a lot more than that. And only 12,736 enemies. Well, that's still quite a lot. But still, as opposed to 11,349, I'm going to have to say that we could have gotten a lot more kills. Let's take a look at the statistics. And interesting, it actually looks like the Rebels brigades were the top two, right there, Wilcox and Perrin. Our Iron Brigade did pretty damn well. Of course, the Iron Brigade always does, led by Solomon Meredith, 1,144 kills. Not bad. But I got to give it to the Rebs. They actually did pretty good brigade-wise. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I hope you'll hit that like, share this video, and let me know what you want to see next.